Hey guys, what's up? Chad here. Look, I realize that my opinionated outspokenness over the last several years has made many come to the conclusion that I'm simply not their cup of tea. Oh well, life goes on for all of us and we'll live. However, for those of you who have tuned in and spent a little time with me on occasion, I'm sorry, but you've learned a couple of things about me, and here's one I want to talk about with you for the next few moments. Now, maybe a lot of things, but one thing I'm not is an expert. You're right, I'm not an expert. People love to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, or perhaps I'm a moron, and they remind me that I'm not an expert in any particular field. I just sit in my car and talk. I wear a goofy hat. What would I know about politics, legislation, elections, procedures, holding elected office, budgets, or bureaucracy? Well, to be honest with you, you're right. I'm not an expert. But then again, I'm also reminded a few things about experts. Experts built the Titanic. Experts put hydrogen in the Hindenburg. It was experts that said for centuries that the sun revolved around the earth. Einstein, that guy, said nuclear energy would never be obtainable. Lord Kelvin said X-rays would eventually prove to be a hoax. And the New York Times said that a rocket would never be able to leave the Earth's atmosphere. You look at today's situation and everything going on in our culture and in our society, we have experts that can't make up their minds on whether or not masks work. Experts shut down our economy last year and destroyed small business, wrecked a lot of lives. Experts designed and run a power grid that couldn't handle the demand of sudden extreme weather in Texas. Under the expert oversight of our current Texas legislators, we've managed to do a couple of really powerful things for our state. We've named Dr. Pepper the official state soda. We now have an official mermaid capital. Don't know what that is. We protected fake meat. Biological males can compete in girls' sports, and no one cares, apparently, if kids have their gender-confused genitals mutilated before adulthood. How many times have experts gotten it wrong? Why are we so enamored with the experts anyway, when what we really need to do is follow those that have made a lifelong commitment to being learners that are teachable? I don't want my surgeon to cut me open and operate on my body with the expertise he gained in the technology and techniques that were popular when he was in med school. I want him to be up to date and constantly educating himself on current and more effective methodology of practicing medicine today. Notice what I said, practicing. We all need to be practicing. We're all learning on the job and as we go. It's time we apply the practice of learning to our politics. Learning requires listening, and none of our elected representatives seem to be doing much of that these days. Are you frustrated that your phone calls and your petitions are going unnoticed? We constantly say that politicians are corrupt, inept, and uncaring, and yet we refuse to fully believe it when we see it. Well, open your eyes, folks. Behold the experts. Politicians are only experts in two areas anyway, pushing their personal agendas and getting reelected. It's time to pull our heads out of the sand and stop letting the experts rule our lives with their non-learning and non-listening, self-absorbed narcissism. So let's make the insiders hear the collective voices of the outsiders, that's us, and take back what belongs to us. I want you to visit Prather2022.com, and I want you to help us get that voice heard. I love you. God bless you. No, I'm no expert. Thank God.